Some of you are going to be out in the field collecting data, and some of you are going to be doing experiments in the laboratory. But all of you will be disseminating your knowledge in order to share it with others. I find it really helpful to think about dissemination as joining a conversation. When you enter a room and you find a bunch of people standing around talking, you don't just barge in and start talking, do you? Well, not if you want to have any friends, you don't. It's far more likely that you'd take your time. You'd listen to find out what the topic of conversation is. You'd figure out what's already been said on the issue and where the conversation's going. And only when you have a pretty good sense of what's happening in the conversation would you venture to join in. And even then, you would only join in if you had something to contribute. This is exactly the same as we do in knowledge creation and academic writing. Before you can launch in and share what you've been up to and what your current thinking is, you need to spend a fair amount of time immersing yourself in the literature. You need to know what the current debates around your chosen phenomenon are. You need to know what has been said before on the issue and what are the most up-to-date theories, methods, and explanations. When you join the conversation, you don't have to agree with everyone in the room. You can raise something that none of them have thought about, and you can even challenge what someone else has said. But when you challenge someone in a conversation, you don't do it in a rude or dismissive way, unless you're spoiling for a fight. Again, it's just the same in academic writing. We position our contribution within the ongoing conversation in the field, and we may well disagree with some of what has come before, but we do so in a careful, rigorous, and collegial way, following the knowledge production norms of the discipline. If we simply dismiss what has come before in a rude way, or without any clearly articulated explanations for dismissing it, we're very unlikely to get our contribution published or taken seriously. The idea of knowledge dissemination as joining a conversation has a lot of implications. It means that we have to read quite a bit before we can get going sharing our own views. It also means that we need to be able to show how our contribution builds on or contradicts the work that has come before us. And it means that when it comes to publication, we should be selecting the target journal according to where the conversation is taking place.